In this video, I will be discussing how we can automate our trading and investment decisions. So first of all, we'll be looking at creating an environment where you can run such kind of strategies and automate or systematically automate your trading and investment decisions. The first thing for doing that is to install a working environment, right? And here in the screen, I will show you how we can create that kind of working environment. The first step to create a working environment is to install Python, and then we can take forward from there. You can obviously ask ChatGPT or Gemini for additional information and give you a guide how to install specific tools and into your PC or into your laptop. I'll be basically showing you how this will be working. The first thing that you will be doing here is, so you have your own laptop which will be acting as an infrastructure for you. You have a laptop or PC, that's great. All laptop and PCs has a operating system working on it. So first thing you need to do, even if you have a Windows laptop, Linux laptop or Mac laptop, doesn't matter. You should have a laptop which has an OS installed on it. So basically what you need to do is go and ChatGPT and ask it how to install Python environment on your particular OS, and that's all you need to do. Once you are installed a Python environment, and the second thing you have to do here is install JupyterLab, which is a web application for Python, and it hosts a web application on your local host so that you can trial and error on your own machine. In the JupyterLab, there are something called notebooks, which are a execution environment where you can execute smaller or chunks of code without any restrictions. You can generate charts, you can generate tabular data, etc. So it's very flexible web application where you can run small bits of code very flexibly. On the right, you can see some Linux command lines which you can use to install Python, for example, and then you can create environment, then how to install JupyterLab. Once you install and run the JupyterLab, you will get a web application link which is running on your local host machine, which will look like something like this. So this is basically a Jupyter environment which is running on your own local host IP. As you can see in this environment, in Jupyter environment, you can see there are a lot of tools that we can use. The one that is necessary for us is the notebook kernel, which is a Python kernel. So we just click on this and we get something like such kind of environment. For example, if I click on this, you get such kind of executable environment. The first thing you have to do here is run a bit of code. For example, you first run backtesting.py, right? I'll just try to run the code over here. Now, what is backtesting.py? Backtesting.py is a pretty interesting open source package which is specifically designed to backtest your strategies, and it's completely open source. As you can see, you can go to backtesting.py, you can type it on Google, you will find a lot of information and a lot of sample code snippets which you can use to create or generate your own code or own strategies. We have a lot of documentations, startup guides, how you can improve your strategies, some basic functions that are written inside that which you can utilize to generate or to optimize your process. And there are a lot of other information to plot charts, to plot data, etc. Basically, it helps you to get your things done in terms of backtesting your strategies, and you don't have to put a lot of effort into that. So once you install this backtesting.py, it will install all the packages into your environment, which is the notebook environment. Once it is done, you need to install some additional packages which are necessary to store data, live data. For example, NumPy is a Python package. Similarly, we have pandas, which is used for data collection, data structuring, etc. Then we have Yahoo Finance. Yahoo Finance is specifically designed to extract data from Yahoo Finance. For example, any asset that you're working, for example, you want Google data, Google price action, volume data, you can just ask Yahoo Finance and it will provide you the data. For this example, I will be using Bitcoin data. For the past 10 years, Yahoo Finance provides Bitcoin price action, volumes, and closing and opening gaps, etc. Once you install Python packages, then we run our code which executes our strategies. Before that, I will like to show you a bit of snippet how the backtesting application or small snippet of code works. So as you know, we install backtesting.py package inside our environment, and these are basically trying to extract functions from the backtesting library. The important thing here is to look at this is the core strategy that will, and we are feeding this strategy, which is SMA cross, into this backtesting function. So we are running this strategy in this for Google data, and then cache value of 10,000. There is a commission percentage of 0.2%. We run this function, and then the output generated is plotted. When we plot the data, we get something like this, the output, where you get a lot of information like what is the final equity that it generated. For example, initial equity was 10,000, now it's 80,000 if you have used this strategy to invest or trade. Then it shows the return you have generated over a period of time, and then CAGR, which I think is the most important part, how much of percentage of returns you have generated over a period of 1 year. So basically you have generated 18% of return per year, which is very good compared to the traditional ETFs or indexes. And it also charts out the equity curve, how your equity has increased, and then your trade positions, which trade positions you have won, which you have lost. So it basically shows all the trade positions. So here you can see that you have 93 loss-making trades. Similarly, you have some winning trades and loss-making trades, but I think you have more loss-making trades. That's why it's showing. You can see that the peak percentage, that percentage gain you have done is 560%. Max drawdown, like what is the maximum loss you have seen in your overall portfolio? It's like 33%, which is not a small amount, but still you are up 500-600 if you have invested 10 years back with the help of this strategy.